This time from the Nutty Professor, a weathering product you might not have thought of. When it comes to weathering your project, there are various options and routes that you can go down. You can use paint and dedicated weathering product paints. You can use powder, and I strongly recommend makeup powder, by the way, because it's cheap cost and gives you a range of suitable palettes. Or you can do something really radical and use graphite powder. Now, graphite powder really comes into its own if you want that extra sort of metallic look that no paint is ever or powder is ever going to give you. And if you're particularly into military modelling, then graphite really is the way to go. Let me show you how it will work. So here is some of my graphite powder onto my mixing bowl. And this graphite powder really can do things for you that weathering paints and traditional weathering powders really can't. Especially true, of course, if you're into military modelling. But let me show you a little bit about what it can do, a couple of different ways to apply it, and whether or not it's for you. It's your choice. So there's a couple of ways we can apply this graphite powder once it's in our mixing bowl. Of course, traditionally with the brush, but also with the earbud or Q-tips, as many people know them by. And when you test these on paper, it's difficult to actually see what advantage they give you. And I'll just give you a quick demonstration now. I'll take some on the brush, put it onto the paper. And of course, there's nothing actually for it to adhere to there, because on plain paper, there is no textual element. You know, there's no sort of sharp edges or anything like that. And with the Q-tip, it's exactly the same result. But once we start applying these things to our models, where they do pick up edges and highlights and lowlights, then there really is a difference. No coincidence at all that I've chosen a couple of militaria scale model making items for this demonstration, because a little while ago I was asked to build a soldier and a war memorial for a friend of mine, and I used graphite powder to create the metallic effect on the soldier's helmet and armory, and also on parts of the memorial stone as well. So here is our military vehicle ready to go. It's been painted in a desert livery, as you can see. It's quite an old model, this one, and there isn't actually any sort of weathering applied to it. So let's get involved. Let's make a start. So here we go then. I've already put a little bit of this powder on. There's the fuel tank. We want some of that on there as well. And it is very subtle, even though some of it's actually spilled off. It is very subtle. And these effects are subtle. You want them to be subtle. We don't overdo it. I've been guilty before of over weathering models. And let's just put a little bit on that front wheel as well. And once this is affixed, you know, with a clear coat spray, you really do have a nice little effect. And as I say, I don't think that weathering powders can actually, or paints can actually achieve it. You know, it is a unique look. You get that sheen and shine that you don't get with the traditional products. Now, I talked about applying this with the Q-tip and, of course, with the brush, but a third way to apply it is with the end of your finger. And here I've actually put some of this on the back doors of this vehicle with the tip of my finger. And again, you know, I might want to take a little bit of that off and dress it up a bit, but you can see the effect that you're going to get. So there we are, graphite powder. Use your imagination. Use your imagination. This could be applied to all sorts of scale model making projects if we open our eyes and we open our minds. A different alternative, perhaps, to the traditional paints and weathering powders. There we are, guys. It's been a short one, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful and, more importantly, inspirational. We will see you next time at some blazing modern world. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.